Right, so in this video we have actually got the Nash Pinpoint Hook Doctor, the electronic one. Right, now the question is it worth it? Is it worth for $79.99 what the retail at? My opinion is definitely. Right, so I've also got a little pack of hooks here, and we're going to give one a sharpen up. So what you get in the box, which is a solid EVA case, there's a little square in there. Now the square is for the power point. If you put it in wrong, if you're slightly diagonal or anything like that, you'll turn it on accidentally. So make sure you get it in. If you got it in wrong and you close the case, you'll hear it. It will make a whirring sound, so you'll hear it anyway. You get your charging cable, which is USB-C. Now the big slit there is actually for the device, the Hook Doctor device, because that doesn't come with it. That is another 20 quid. Boy, hook vise is a hook vise. Right, so the device itself, before I go sharpening anything, you got your charging port on there, which has an LED light in there, so you know when it's charged up, and you got a switch what faces one way and a switch what faces the other way. So depending on which way you want the wheel to spin, so you turn it, push it that way, the wheel will spin that way. You push it the other way, then it'll spin the opposite. You got your guard on top. Now you can sharpen it with the guard, or you can take the guard off, and the guard is pretty strong because it's 3 magnets and it has got quite a bit of pull to it, especially there you go. Sometimes it's easy coming off, sometimes it's an absolute nightmare. Screw hole on the top, so I am guessing that you can get replacement sharpening wheels. Now the grade on it is very, very fine. Every other sharpening device out there, they're quite coarse. Now I've used many of them, and yeah, we're all good. With the coarseness on this, if you're looking in, say, wet and dry, you're looking between 2,000 and 2,500. Now your others, what are out there, are normally like an 80 grit, which is very rough. So you normally end up taking too much off the hook. You can take too much off the hook on this because it's electronic, so if you push it on for too long, then yes, you're going to take too much off, so it's not a lot. So we'll do it without. Now you can sharpen it on the side of the wheel, or you can sharpen it on the top of the wheel. That's your choice. Whatever's easier for you. Depends how big your fingers are. So let's get one of these hooks out. It's a brand new packet. Try and get into it. You know what they're like when they're brand new. And these are good as well. These are from a company called Cats and Carp. If you want the website, I actually did a video on these regarding the can't get the bloody words out now, about the quarter crimps, the replacement ones from this company, Cats and Carp. So www.catsandcarp.co.uk. Right, so it's a box standard curve shank. It is a micro barb. To be honest with you, these out of the packet are pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna nick it in. Right, you can see it trying to focus, it's having a bit of a wobble, but they are pretty good. Okay, they are pretty good. So right, let's try and sharpen this up, because at the moment the hook is all black all the way around. It's all black. Right, so let's give it some then. Now I'm not using a hook vise, I'm just using my hands. I would recommend to use the vise, but for this video we'll do it without. So you got 3 sides of the hook you want to do. You got this side, and that side. Never the inside. You can't get to the inside anyway, so they're the 3 sides what you're gonna do. turn it on, and always make sure you're going away from the point, not into the point. Right, so see if I can do this on film for you. Yeah, turn it off. You can slow it down if you want to with your finger, it won't hurt you because it's so fine. Then the other way, turn it on. Get an eye on it so I can see it. But make sure you're not directly going in, because you're going to throw the burrs into your eyes. That's my finger. That's definitely my finger. Like I say, use a hook vise. Right, now I've got the final end to do, which is that side there. So I'll use the shank of the hook to push it in. Don't know if you can see it, but there is sparks coming off. Turn it off. And as you can tell, it's not massively noisy either. So I'm just going to pull any burrs off, what's possibly on there. Make sure it's not too hot as well. It's all good. Now the good thing is with that, I have not took too much off. But you can just tell by the light, it's now gone silver on the tip. Same with that side. And same with that side. But I've not tucked the hook down, which is what you can easily do. And then you have to start again. Right, so let's have a look then. Let's get that in there. Okay. Right, it's just gently in. Gently in. Well, I think you'll agree there, look. Come on off. Pick it up. The last thing I want is that going through my shoe. Now, if I onto the nail, it scratches the nail like crazy. Now, my nails are hard as nails. They are hard. So if I do it with, try and show you this. You're not meant to do this because it can bugger the hook up. But you can see it digging in, and it's just piercing my skin straight away. Straight away. I'm not having to push it in. I am just literally gently stroking it over, and it is gripping. Not a problem. Ah, you bugger. Yeah. So there we are. And I can give it a little bit more if I want to. I don't need to worry about an eyepiece because I can see that it's perfectly straight and really good. Right, now that is just a box standard curve shank, which has obviously got a straight point. Okay. Now, when you're doing the other hooks, which are bleaked hooks, which is where the point actually curves inwards, doing them with a normal file is a complete nightmare. Not with this device, it's not. Because, like I say, you can do more or less of a hook. You can do exactly how much you want. So with the bleak point, you don't need to do the side of the hook, do you really? Going quite down like I did on that one. You can just literally just do that tip. So you can literally just gently go around it until you got it exactly how you want. So the question is it worth its 80 quid? Right, look at it from my point of view. We spend all this money on a tackle. Rods, bivvies, beds, reels, you name it. We spend stupid money on that type of gear. But what is the most important part of any fishing, whether it's carp fishing, match fishing, pole fishing, whatever you want to do, the most important bit is your hook. Sharper your hook, better your chances. So yeah, you've seen how easy it were. I've made the video long-winded like I generally do anyway. I had my eye on it since it come out, and I thought, do I or don't I? And I thought, you know, sod it. I'm going to France. I want to up my game. I want to really have a good chance of getting some of these big fish. You don't really fish France any different to what you do over here. And I do sharpen my hooks, but then I don't sharpen my hooks. But over there, everyone's going to be sharp. So, in my opinion, for me, it is worth it. But not only that, it's going to help the lead page out, because I'm going to be putting sharpened hooks onto my page as well. So for myself, I'm gonna get more. It's gonna pay for itself anyway over time. That was a size 4 what I did on that one, and you see how easy it were, and that's without the vise. If you got the vise, it's even easier because you got more control, because you got like a handle where you can hold it, so you can just push it instead of getting your fingers too close to the device. But as you see, it doesn't hurt. If you hold it on with the hook too much, you'll burn your fingers, because that's how quick it's going at. So $79.99. I've used many hook sharpeners out there, many. I've even got one which has come from an engineering place for what actually bores our engines, and that actual grindstone actually CNC the bores out for the pistons, so you know how fine that is. And that doesn't even get it nowhere near as good as that. So, if you are looking into one of them, and you're riffing and ahhing about it, and ahhing, and like, do I, don't I? I'm going to say it straight away for you. Get it. Because you'll regret not getting it. You really will. It doesn't take a long time to charge up. The charge time, I've got no idea how long it lasts for, but it's going to be quite a long time. And to be honest with me, on the bank, I can just charge it up either off my batteries or even the solar. Not a problem at all. But I reckon if you charge that up, you'll get a good week out of that, at least. A good solid week. And that's if you're sharpening every hook for every fish. Depends, obviously, how many fish you catch. That is my 4th hook in total. So if I get that one, which is a 6, I'm going to push that in. Oh yeah, bugger, just got that one in a little bit too far, because I can still feel that in there. I'm going to try and give you a 360. I'll turn it round. Alright. So I'll go on to my other thumb. Well, it's got no holes in it. And I'll gently put this one in. Just gently. So I don't feel the point like I did the last one. Okay, so that's gently in. Like I say, that was just gently, so I didn't feel the actual stab. Have I got any blood? No. But I could feel the pressure from it. I've got a small one here, what I've done as well. So I'll do the same again, into there. Can't feel the point. Hang on a minute, all this lot's try and pull it out of my hand, where all this is. Get all that tubing out of the way and that. There we are. Let's get it in now. It's a small hook. I'm not used to these small hooks. It's because I was going for little fish, so I had to go for them. Right, okay. Like I say, I've only gently put it in. So yeah, it's a 15-minute video over the Nash Pinpoint Hook Doctor. Definitely worth it. Like I say, those hooks themselves are good. You can use them as they are. They don't really need that sharpening, but just doing that little edge does it a lot for you. It's an edge. It's an expensive edge, but it does work. Definitely. You don't want to be getting done over the end result, so you don't want to be fish sucking it in, blowing it out, and then you're getting done. With a hook like that, with the correct rig, with the correct lead weight, the correct length hook link, etc., your chances of getting done are very, very slim. Very slim. As long as you sharpen it up correctly and you set your bait and everything correctly, as you should do, can't see how you're going to get done. So yeah, like I say, if you're after one, just get it. Yeah, you're not going to begrudge it. And bear in mind, they don't pay me jack for doing this video. I'm doing this off my own back. I bought this out of my own money, and I'm glad I did. So thanks for watching.